tough. Meghan utterly destroyed as Boris Johnson wades into her court row after it triggers boycott. Boris Johnson today championed the free press after Meghan Markle's victory in the courts was slammed, and vowed to carefully examine the implications of the ruling. The PM's official spokesman waded into the row to hail the vital role that newspapers and the media play in holding people to account. Meghan yesterday won the latest round of her privacy battle against the Mail on Sunday, who she sued for publishing a personal letter to Dad Thomas. Judges at the Court of Appeal threw out an appeal by Associated Newspapers, despite the Duchess of Sussex admitting she had herself briefed an aide about finding freedom. The controversial ruling was blasted by royal commentators like Piers Morgan, who said it was beyond parody. And today Number 10 piled in, "We will study the implications of the judgments carefully." You've heard the Prime Minister say before that the free press is one of the cornerstones of any democracy. And this government recognizes the vital role that newspapers and the media play in holding people to account and shining a light on the issues which matter to communities. The spokesman said he couldn't say any more because of ongoing legal issues. Ministers are considering changing the law to protect free speech after the appeal court ruled in favor of the Duchess of Sussex in a privacy dispute against the Mail on Sunday. But senior figures in government went further and told the Daily Mail that a change in the law may now be needed to redress the balance between the competing rights of privacy and free speech. Legal experts have said the case could have a chilling effect on free speech. Associated Newspapers have said they're considering an appeal in the Supreme Court. There are fears the ruling will set a precedent for future court cases. Last night, media lawyer Matthew Dando, a partner at the firm Wiggin LLP, admitted the court's judgment was troubling. He warned it would have very serious consequences for freedom of expression. He added, "This decision heightens concerns that privacy laws permit public figures selectively to determine what can be reported about them and manipulate the media narrative." Slamming the ruling, Morgan tweeted, "A responsive statement from Piers, the Earl of exposing Princess Pinocchio bitch tea, will be published shortly." He posted the tweet alongside a statement Meghan released after her win, where she accused the newspaper of treating the case as a game with no rules. She added, "This is a victory not just for me, but for anyone who has ever felt scared to stand up for what's right." A cabinet minister told the Mail judges in the case appeared to have gone far beyond what Parliament intended when including a right to a private life in the Human Rights Act, and given too little weight to the right to freedom of expression, which is also incorporated in law. The judges have created a privacy law which Parliament never voted for, the source said. MPs never agreed a privacy law because they knew it would be used by the rich and famous to cover up their misdeeds. The balance between privacy and free speech is clearly wrong. If this is what the law says, then it needs to change. It feels like we have had judge-invented law. It draws on laws passed by Parliament, but it is not what Parliament ever intended, and we should correct that. A Number 10 spokesman said he could not get into the hypotheticals about what action the government might take. But a Whitehall source said ministers might consider changing the law to protect free speech in light of the judgment. "The feeling of a lot of people in government is that something has gone too far," the source said. "Individual judges are making massive pieces of case law without reference to Parliament, and that is worrying. There is a concern about where this leaves free speech and the freedom of the press. No one wants a situation like the one in the US where justice is entirely based on the size of your wallet rather than the merits of your case."